What's up, YouTube? As you probably know, yesterday they announced, well, okay, let me just go back even further than yesterday. Like a couple months ago or whatever, they announced that the new Star Wars episode VII is going to be directed by J. Abramson. I already talked about that probably. We all know he makes some really crappy Star Trek movies. So he's going to do the same thing with Star Wars. Same, whatever. Anyways, that wasn't the big issue. At this point, I was like, whatever, he can make episode VII, but I hope that episode VIII and IX are directed by a good director, because those are the movies that are really going to matter. And just yesterday, they announced that some guy named Rian Johnson is going to direct both of these movies, and write them too. So I looked up this guy, Rian Johnson, and the only good thing that he's done is a movie called Looper. Everything else that he's done has been horrible, or I haven't seen it. And like, he did a movie called Brick that I haven't even heard of that movie. Nobody's probably even seen the movie. Then he did a couple of shows, episodes of a show called Breaking Bad. I've seen that. That show is horrible. I mean, in terms of like smart television, it's like at the lowest of the low. It's so stupid. Anyways, so whatever. Rian Johnson gonna do that. Who did I want to direct this? Well, you got to think about what Star Wars really is at its core, and what it is explosions and actions and special effects. That's what people want to go to. That's what people want to see when they go to these movies. They don't care about, you know, what's really happening with Luke and Han and Leia and all these other characters, and except for maybe Jar Jar Binks or someone cool like that. They care about the explosions and the spaceships and the lightsaber fights and the lightning from the bad guys, and that's what they want to see. Who would do a good job at that? I think it's pretty obvious. Michael Bay. Michael Bay would make the best Star Wars movie out there at this point. So that's who I was hoping to have for episode VIII and IX, but they just didn't do it. They went in some stupid direction. Some guy who's never even done a movie with a lot of special effects. So how is he going to know what to do? He's not. He's not going to know what to do. It's going to come off as just cheesy. It's going to be people talking and like boring stuff like that, and like talking about making the characters and things that no one really cares about. People want to see the explosions and the special effects and all this kind of stuff. That's what Star Wars is. So I want to let me start a YouTube campaign. I want everyone to make video responses saying how Michael Bay should be the director of the last two Star Wars movies, and they should get the Rian Johnson guy out of there. So that's all I have to say for that. About that. Thanks for watching. Philo out.